Hello and welcome to Top of the World. We're on an interesting project, or the start of an interesting project today. We've got a house beside me. It's been dismantled by and large. I'm going to show you around in a minute. And we've got to make a route for it to be lifted and transported out of here. So we're here today to remove these two trees. The two that are tagged there, that one and the one behind it, and this scrabbly little thing here. So this is a cabin that's been mostly dismantled and it's just left a bare shell. And it's been moved before. This is not its first resting position. You can see the numbers on the walls. Numbers on the walls. I believe it was moved here in the 50s. There is a date somewhere over here that actually tells you when it was constructed. So it's been dismantled. And it's basically ready for a lift. I've got to strengthen in this corner. There was a bay window type arrangement here, which is the weak point of the building. I've just got to do a bit of strengthening on that, and then it's ready for the lift. So what we're going to do is we're going to down these couple of trees, load them up, and that clears the path for the truck that needs to get down there. It's just that one tall pine there, and then the birch behind it. Not very big. That is going to come down and hit over there somewhere. I've got a problem because this one's overhanging. It's actually, if you look straight up, it's going to want to push it into the building whilst it's under fall. So I'm actually going to fell it to lie by the corner of the building. If I try and fell it straight, we can see that there's a possibility it can shove it at the last minute into this. So we're going to drop it down in this path, drop the birch behind it, and then we can reverse down with the tractor and cut it up in pieces and cut it out of there. And we're just going to scrabble that little bit out of it there. But what a lovely view. So why is the cabin being moved from here? Well, the cabin and the landowner, as is sometimes the case, two different people, and the landowner doesn't want the cabin here. So the cabin has to go. You know, sometimes when land changes hands, agreements are done away with, and it's not required. So it had to be moved. And it's got a deadline to being moved, as they all have. This has got to be out of here by the 1st of December. Well, there's no moving this in October, November, December, as we know. And we're just down the river. This is the Umaliven. You can see the islands up there. That's our fishing grounds, quite a ways upriver. And you can also see the yellow leaves coming on the tree, which is a bit surprising, given it's around the 20th of August, 18th of August, something like that. So, yeah, I'm very surprised the leaves are going already, but it's been a very wet, very cold year. All right, let's get to it and drop these trees. you go. How cool is that? Exactly where I wanted it. Right, that's that down. We move out all the limbs now, reverse the tractor down, pick up what we want, get back to the yard. the second part of this job is to take down the trees where the cabin's going. So you can see these trees tagged there. And you can see the sticks. There should be sticks in here, yeah. 1 stick, 2 stick, 3 stick and 4 stick. So we have to take all these trees out. And then there's that one there. That one over there. That one's staying. So this one's coming out. That one's coming out. That one's coming out. And then we have to put the tops for burning in this field here. Hopefully these ditches are not too deep for the tractor. No. Okay. And then there's an old burn pole in there somewhere. They make a new one in the middle somewhere here, and that's where we're putting the tops. It's a remote mountainside complex of cabins, and somewhere through here, down here. So this is an old World War II airfield. This is the old north-south road. Actually runs right through our village, and you just continue north for an exceedingly long way. So this is an old World War II airstrip that has been recently dug up, and the land has been returned to all the owners. You take a little walk down here, you'll see exactly what I mean. So this was a tarmac blacktop runway, I'm sure, and it's been torn up and, like I say, returned. So it goes an incredibly long way that way, and quite a ways that way. It does go a long way that way also. So all the owners that had their land split now has got all their land back. And this was still a tarmac runway. I'm sure it was tarmac runway. Yeah, I'm sure it was. I did drive down it a long time ago. So what's interesting, there's a couple of ponderosa pines in there, which you just don't see here. Right, so back to what we're doing. You can see now we're middle of August and the leaves are going on the trees. It's quite damp and not very nice. Anyway, we've got a mixture of pine and birch to take out. You can see the leaves there, decidedly not good. Okay, so we have to take the trees down in front of that big pine. There is a backward leaning one. Fortunately, the wind is, we're walking into the wind, so it takes it away from the buildings. So that birch there is staying, but everything else here that you can see is coming out. So that one's leaning the wrong way. Yeah, that one is leaning the wrong way. So take out these small ones first, leaving this big one to put across the road there. And then we can clean up. We've got no power lines on this side, so we're all good. Okay, let's have a cup of coffee and then we'll set up and start take that one first, and then that one, and then that one, and then that one, and then leave the big one to come out of it. the same scenario we had south of here when we did our very first job with this, and it's good. It's really good, but when you have some really big pieces, it's just not strong enough to lift them up, so you kind of have to manipulate the machine to get them on. So I've got those laid down there, which I need to pick up. And these are some pretty big sections. Pretty big sections. Yeah. Okay. There's a nice burning pile. Now all we got to do is work out how much more weight we can put on the trailer, and then it's the long run back to the yard. Well, that's been an unnecessarily long day, that has. Okay, so that's kind of where I am with what I can put on there for the day, and I'll pick them other ones up tomorrow. So there we go. Site now ready for foundations. So these, okay, the owner never said nothing about these. It's way too far for me to bring the forklift. I don't know whether my crane is going to be able to pick those up. We might have to drag them out the way. They're not really in the way, I don't think. This one's going up quite high. I suppose not that high really in comparison. Anyway, well, the site's clear now, so we'll have a go at shifting these out the way tomorrow morning if we can. And now that depends whether I come tomorrow morning, because I have the engine apart on the van and I'm waiting for bits which is supposed to be in tomorrow. If those bits come in the morning, I might have to not come here. I might have to go and get the bits and then finish the van. Yeah, albeit it's now on a ban. Right, okay. Right, good job, I think. I've got to pick that slab up. Yeah, I'll do that tomorrow as well. This one doesn't have to be quite as low, but that's as low as that one needs to go. It's this one here and this one here needed to be really low. Okay. We have to cross the old runway here. Might give you a better idea. It's a long runway. And it had an uphill downhill section, quite interesting. We're on a slight gradient here for sure. Right, down to the main road. Long trip back. Obviously, this is something I've been wanting to show for a long time. Okay, so they've done an experiment here. The ground there was all planted at the same time as that. So you've kind of got a fenced area where the animals can't get into, or the moose. And then outside of that fenced area, same amount of trees planted at the same time. See how nice that is? Lovely, really good growth. That was only planted, I think, 3 years ago. Okay, and now we're going to come to the end of the fenced area. Exactly the same number of trees planted at exactly the same time. And that's the devastation that the moose caused to the trees. That area there is inside a fence, and this area here is not. or not, but it's quite amazing to look at. There's the river. So you should turn a corner in a little while. Say a corner. It's not really a corner when you're doing this feed. There's the river. There's the railway line. Oh, I appreciate that weren't the best angle for the sun. And there we go. That was quite a heavy load coming down the road. Thank you all for watching. We'll catch you on the next one. Bye for now.